Hey, what's up, you guys? Boy, South Central again with Anton. And for real, this hit home because I'm tired of our black folks, right? I'm tired of black folks being victims, right? And not holding themselves and their community accountable, right? And trying to make a difference in life, because once you keep complaining, you're not moving, you're stagnant, right? You can't complain and move forward, right? And to me, being from South Central, all I seen was black folks holding each other down, right? And once you understand that we need to change ourselves and our own mindsets in order to move forward, then you'll get somewhere. And I always say this: nobody knows how many dead bodies I have to jump over in order to get to where I'm at today. And I had to change my mindset because the culture is destructive, right? Especially coming from the black community, coming from gang territories, coming from this terrible music that influence you to basically crash out. It's a culture that we need to dispel in our communities, and we need to hold each other accountable because we're keeping each other's down. There's no white man in the hood that's looking to keep us boot on your neck. It's the nigga next to you. Okay, if he see you winning, you will get robbed. And you've seen plenty of people going inside the hood and they wish they got embraced, but they get backdoored, right? What's backdoored? Robbed, killed, steal, everything. Everything happened to you. See, from your own people. So you got to be careful when we're around your own people. But you got to understand that it's the mindset that's keeping you down. And once you change that and you attack that and you understand that it's rooted in what we teach our youth and what we honor as a community, then things will start changing around you. But we're going to get into this and we're going to see what you have to say about that.
In our communities, we've, we've
Who's
endured
killing y'all
hardship.
today besides y'all?
Well, right now, where we are today, we are not unified. We've assimilated to,
No, no, no.
we
That wasn't the
assimilated.
question. Who is holding y'all down and who is killing y'all today besides y'all?
What I'm saying is, I mean, the same people that have the power to do the things that they did before to our communities, those powers are still alive today. So, but for their benefit, we have been bogged down so much as a community that we don't even try to get on the same page anymore. We don't even try to come together and rebuild our communities because a lot of us have a lot of this individualistic mindset where it's just about, well, I'm good. You know what I mean? Like, y'all, I'm not struggling. I got my job, I got my check. I'm not sacrificing for the greater good or for my community.
But you got to understand where that come from, though. Like, niggas go to their hood, try to give back and get smoked. Like, you gotta understand that nobody going back to their hood, bruh. We all trying to make it out. Why would I go back? It's not my job to try to go back and make other lazy niggas that don't want to do nothing, make them do something, bruh. A lot of times they just want to take because they don't want to do nothing. And that's just being honest. I'm from South Central, bro. I'm from the gangland, bro. Yeah, it's the truth. From the gangland, bro, where our culture's so F that nigga, you either you get with it or you go home, you still gotta get with it. And like what you gonna do? You gotta come outside, right? So you might as well get with it, right? As far as gang banging and destruction of your community, because that's what we honor in the hood, right? Lil Tom Tom is with the business, right? What the business mean, he get busy with that weapon. Okay, we honor that. We don't honor scholars in the hood, bro, because you can't do nothing for us. You can't do nothing for the hood. You're useless. I don't care if you're a nerd, bro. We gonna pick on you until you prove to us you can get busy. You know what I'm saying? So why would I go back to my mindset is different now. I got kids. I got things that I got to take care of. I got things to lose, right? I beat the matrix, right? Because that's blue pilled. I'm stuck in this situation I can't get out of. But once I get out of it, you think I'm gonna go back to that? Who like why? I don't understand why you want that from me, right? That's called space and opportunity for the devil, right? Devil lives here, right? The mentality is it doesn't even make sense. There's no referees to make these niggas not do it. So who gonna stop my weapon? What, the police? If I call the police, then oh man, you snitch. Is this the mentality? It's built for niggas like us to lose. Why would we go back to a place where it's no win for us? There's no win, right? It's foolish, man.
That's why we're in the kind of position that we're in because a lot of us are only for self. And I think the
No,
difference
I
is
think
back
that
then, as a community, we were more about the progress and for our children's future. And that's why it was easier for us to sacrifice back then because we knew it was for the greater good. Right now, we as Black people aren't willing to do so because we're too comfortable with, you know, living in this society where we just have to deal with systemic racism and
Well, maybe we just backstab each other and crabs in a bucket mentality.
It ain't got nothing.
Maybe that's
Yo,
one
the
difference.
Marco shit
It
like
don't.
In which case, how is that a
None of
white
that
person's
shit is
fault?
true.
I'm getting into it.
Just like I don't
None of that shit is
understand.
true.
I'm not saying that there's
Hey,
not work to be done
for
within our
every example that you pose,
she heard all that. She said, I'm not saying that it's work to be done. Nigga, I'm not gonna be the work to be done. Right? I'm not gonna be the example. They just killed him. They just killed South Central because he went back to South Central in the hood. Yeah, now let's change. No, I know we need to change. Until we change, holla at me. That's how that go. Until that shit change, holla at me. I'm not going back over there for them to make an example out of me. It's too many niggas that ain't winning. Right? It's too many niggas that ain't winning. Why would I go around a circle full of vultures, gang? When I know I used to be around them. I used to be one of them. I'm not gonna go around them niggas no more. I'm good. I'm done. When I say I'm done, ain't no 1 foot in, 1 foot out, carry the hood, and I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm taking care of mine, gang. I'm not gonna be an example.
where you can say, well, this is what happened in history that was bad to us, because literally every single culture on every single continent has gone through shit like this.
Yeah, but
And
we're
they have
talking
been
about America
enslaved.
though,
Hold on,
Anton.
hold on. Okay, cool. Let's talk about
So
America.
let's stay on
For
America.
every situation in which you can name, that you can say, for example, you can say Tulsa, Black Wall Street, all of that stuff. I can name you situations that you've had a leg up, you've had opportunities, and you completely fumbled it, and it had nothing to do with systematic racism.
Which ones?
Detroit, 67 riots, burning down your own city. The
Why did they
blackest
do
city
that?
inside of the United States of America that was the most
Watts riots. Watts, homie. Huh? LA shit. Watts. Huh?
powerful city in the United States of America during the 40s, 50s, and 60s, especially at a time where we had the manufacturing
Why did they
facilities
do
that
that?
the manufacturing facilities that ultimately brought black people out of poverty. And the interesting part about it is that black people controlled the entire city. We controlled the mayor's office. We controlled the schools. We was the police chiefs. We were the firefighters. We were the majority of the residents. We controlled the entire city. And we stole, pillaged, raped, plundered, destroyed the entire city until ultimately it was the largest city to file for bankruptcy in 2008. So
Why?
because we destroyed it.
Nigga. This is why we can't talk to niggas, gang. Look, as a black person, white people, y'all probably got your own little sayings. Nigga, you heard don't shit where you sleep, bruh. Why the fuck would you burn your own house down and say, why did they do it? That's no good reason, nigga. There's never a good reason. I don't give a fuck what you tell. I was mad. Bitch, just stay mad. Look, you fucked it up. That's on you. That's to hold people accountable, nigga. I'm in it. Bro, I'm in the hood saying, bro, I ain't burning my shit down. Burn your shit down all you want. But then when they burn their shit down, they come to you saying, did you not see why I did it? That's not a good reason, gangy. Don't come here. Doors are closed. You stingy. I'm supposed to be stingy. You gotta do what you did. You gotta be smart. Makes sense. I'm not saying it's not a method to your madness, but why the fuck would you shit where you sleep? Why would you fuck up where your house is? But then you don't got the funding to fix the shit, bro. Right? There's still lingering bull crap in Watts, right? Sheds, stores from the Watts riots that ain't been fixed nothing, right? But you not understanding the turmoil that come with that, bruh. Right? Nobody gonna come and fix your shit because we like our communities don't make that much money. Well, a lot of us on welfare and you know what I'm saying, Section 8 housing. Like, why would you do that? There's no good reason to destroy what you built and your community built. Because once you do that, you gotta hold yourself accountable, okay? When all the flames go away and all the protests stop, guess what? You still gotta stay there, right? Come on, man.
Ourselves. It ain't had nothing to do with nobody
But
else.
what I'm asking you is, what prompted that? Did they just say we just want to ruin our communities? Why did they riot?
We burned down our own cities. We
Why?
burned down our own stores because of the
Why?
67 riots. The same shit that y'all did during Black Lives Matters.
But
You went
what
and burned
happened
down
for them?
Wendy's, you burned down
What did they just do
AutoZone,
it for no
you did
reason,
all of the dumb
Anton?
shit. And the main reason that you did it had nothing to do with the reason that you was protesting. As a
What,
matter of fact,
Anton? What I'm
as
asking
a
you is
matter of
this.
fact, when they researched and found the people that actually ran Black Lives Matters, it had nothing to do with the black community in the first place.
Okay, we're not talking about that. I'm talking
We
about
are talking about it.
what prompted the riot.
This one made me not. This one made me stop fucking with Black Lives Matter. I never fuck with it for real, but this one made me can't rock with it. I'm from South Central, right? The Black Lives Matter shit was thriving back. Wait, back when I was still in LA, right? I was working for the electrical union. I seen gang banging ass niggas when Black Lives Matter shirts protesting. Nigga, you just got 3 bodies, nigga. What are you protesting for? Like, what's this about? Why are you lying to these folks? Nigga crumping in the street, gangy. Like, bro, do you not know we know you? We know what you do, right? You can't be XYZK and this hood can't come to my territory, but I'm Black Lives Matter. And if you come here, you getting whacked. It's all hands on deck. You know what I'm saying? But you Black Lives Matter. It's all a fluke. It's fake, phony. Nigga will rob a nigga any day of the week with a Black Lives Matter shirt on and don't feel no type of way. You feel what I'm saying? That's where I come from. Why are you playing? Stop playing with these white folks, trying to make them think that we together. We're not. No way, shape, form, fashion. No, we're not. No, we're not together. No, no. We're a monolith. Okay, you got black people that think differently. You got people in the hood that is pro blackity black and all that. But honestly, we're not together. A man just got killed with his daughter in a car, bruh. We're not together. Stop playing with these white folks. Stop it. We ain't got a front in front of them. We're fucked. We're fucked up. Okay. I'm not going nowhere to where I gotta duck and dodge. I done it already. I survived. I'm good. I'm straight. I've seen enough happen. Okay. Stop playing with people, man. Stop it.
Riots in the 60s in Detroit. What
It,
happened?
it doesn't matter what prompted it. The fact of the matter is, nobody made you burn your own city down. White people
They
didn't
didn't
come through and
they
torch
didn't
the
own
city.
any they
No, no,
didn't
no, 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 no. It wasn't one Klansman that was in sight that came through and burned down the city. It was black people that burned down their own cities. It
Y'all the
doesn't
wrong
matter
goat
the
shit like
reason
that.
why
Like
you
that.
felt like you
That.
wanted to do it. You didn't have to make your own city a food desert. You didn't have to
so
destroy the jobs. You didn't have to burn down your community where the people that own the stores took the insurance money and moved the fuck away and got out of there and said, I ain't about to hang around these people. That's going to destroy my stuff and riot as soon as they get mad at something. You don't have to destroy your own shit. You don't have to park on your own lawn in 2025. You can pay your property taxes. You can take your kids to school. You can make sure that you don't cuss the teachers out. You can make sure that you vote a certain way. You can stop advocating for immigrants inside of your communities. You can continue to advocate for the things that's best for your community, such as a strong tax base and people going to work every day. You can stop acting like you a victim and get off the fucking Section 8. You can get a
Y'all the
job.
wrong
You can
goat
go to
shit like
school. They
that.
got
Shit like
community
that.
colleges. They got millages. They got scholarships. It's every fucking
sometimes.
thing that's at y'all fingertips. As a matter of fact, it's so bad that y'all let people that ain't even from here that look like you, Nigerians, Jamaicans, people from all over, and they get way more out of this fucking country when they come over here, especially even if they come over here illegally. They look just like you. But how come ain't nobody holding them back?
Okay, so can I just say this really quickly? I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying. What I'm trying to get to the root cause because you can't say the reason why that happened doesn't matter
Okay, I
because
feel you.
the majority of those things
I
that were
agree.
burned down, are you saying that every building, every business that was burned down during that time was black owned? Are you saying that black people owned those businesses?
Okay, so see,
But before you answer that, the incident that happened, the reason why those riots even happened in the first place was because of police brutality
I'll be
and
right back.
harassment against African Americans, racial injustice, poor housing, lack.
Bruh, bruh. You gotta be more specific. Like, this what I don't understand about black people when they protesting. Why the fuck would you even though it wasn't your store, you know you go here to get groceries. You know you go over here to get a blizzy, right? Or spiff, nigga. Why would you burn it down when you know you depend on this store? Right? And I don't agree with liquor stores in the hood everywhere and all that other stuff, but understand this, bro. Be more specific. Tell me who you mad at, bro. This is why I get real mad when black folks say, "Oh, it's the white man, it's the white." Who are you talking about? George Soros? Are you talking about the Rothschilds? Like who? Be honest with me, right? Tell me who it is. Are you talking about the Democrats? Because most of these, these states that been protesting and burning shit down are Democratic states. Who who is your representative, brother, sister? Huh? Didn't you vote for them? That's who you need to start talking about. Okay? Burning shit down, burning your house down ain't gonna help you. I promise you it's not. You feel what I'm saying? Oh my God, y'all need to redirect your anger. This is the things that make sense. That's an emotional response. But once you act emotional, you get dumbass results, man. Come on, man.
Of jobs and poverty amongst the blacks living in the 12th Street area of Detroit. So again, I ask, I understand why you say the effect of these things don't benefit black people, but why aren't we ever talking about the root of the cause of these issues? Why are we riding in the streets? Because we are living our lives and not being treated like human beings by the people that say that that they're here to protect us.
Bro, that's like me cheddar bombing myself just because you don't understand, bro. Like you gotta understand what's happening outside. Like I'm taking a stand. I'm gonna cheddar bomb myself, bro. No reason. There's no. You can't even make sense when you talking. But that's the activism that the Democrats push. She's doing something. She's a black strong woman speaking out against injustice. Bro, stop, bro. You're literally, you don't see what you're doing. You don't see the turmoil that it caused, right? You destroyed your own black community, and you blaming everybody else, bro. You made that decision. You did that. Why should they come and fix it when you did that? Learn how to redirect your anger and how to express yourself in a positive manner, right? How to do something in your everyday life to benefit your community outside of destroying your community, looking at the turmoil and said, they made me do it. That's kid like. That's rudimentary.
And we pay our tax dollars to for them to come to our aid when we call for them. So I understand it doesn't benefit black people to destroy a town, especially a town that they don't even own. They didn't burn down those businesses because they owned them. That was a retaliation because what else are they doing? How else can they be heard? They are met with violence every single day. We as black people are met with violence in America, as a collective every
But it's
single
by,
day. They
why
set it
by
up.
black people though?
They set it up. They set it up that way. They decided that we were the enemy and we were the
Shut
violent
your
ones, even though we've never had a history of being violent towards anybody.
bruh.
Okay.
We've never
You
we've
are
Let
never
me
fake
just stop
news.
there. I
really
think
gone
everybody
into.
understands that. I think everybody understands that you feel like black people had justifiable reasons to riot in a city. However, let's start number one. You can acknowledge
I
the fact
wasn't
that
finished
the
though.
riot.
If that's
Hold on,
okay
yo.
with
We
you,
let
I
you talk
wasn't
for
finished.
12 minutes, please.
It doesn't
You can
matter if
all
I was talking
acknowledge
for
the fact.
12
You
minutes.
can
Until
all.
I'm
All
finished
right,
talking, then
girlfriend.
that's when you should speak. Why
Jesus.
are you being rude? As
Okay,
soon as I'm done with my mic, then you can go. As soon
honey,
as I'm
I
done,
think that
sweetie. I
everybody
don't
would
really
like for you
care.
to
I
be
was
done
still
with your mic.
talking. I was
Okay.
still talking.
All
So
right,
just
go
relax,
ahead.
baby. You'll get your time.
Okay.
You'll get your
I think you've
time.
had enough
You'll
time. I
get
think
your
we all
time.
get it.
I don't
Okay.
really care. I don't really care.
Okay.
I'm
I
talking
don't
right
think
now. So
This
anybody
is
really
just
just
the
proceed.
is
icebreaker,
going
y'all.
on and on.
Thank you. Like, don't be rude. I'm talking
Um,
right now. Let me finish. So,
Correct.
like I was saying, I
For the third
understand that
time.
it doesn't. I understand that it doesn't make sense, and there is no justifiable reason. But they weren't benefiting from those neighborhoods prior to those riots. They weren't benefiting afterwards. It was a retaliation to the same problem that's been the problem for every riot. And instead of addressing that problem, y'all always want to address the people that they have made into victims. Why are they being mistreated? Why are they not given the same advantages and the benefits as everyone else? Why are they being over policed? Why is this even an issue within the community? Why are we addressing systemic racism if we all know?
I'll take it a step further. Nigga, the police is saving niggas from niggas, bro. The police is saving niggas from niggas. Ain't no white people in those communities that they policing so hard. You're not even looking at look what's around you. What do your eyes tell you? Use discernment. They're not policing white black folks from white folks, right? They policing niggas from niggas, bro. It seemed like we can't get it right. If you I always say this too, and I come from a gang banging area, bro. Gang banging estate. If you hate police so much, why do you give them a job? You keep them in your community because you don't know how to control yourself. How about you learn how to control yourself? And I bet you they'll stop giving them a high budget because there's no need for them. There's no need for them. They're literally the referees. That's what's keeping niggas from totally eliminating other niggas, because most of the serial killer niggas get put in jail. But had the police not stopped it, mayhem in the streets forever, nigga. It's forever up until everybody end up dead and getting with the program, right? At the end of the day, you need police to stop this shit because other game bangers ain't holding other game bangers accountable. I've been to prison, bro, where niggas shot kids, gang. Niggas shot niggas over remedial kids just for having the wrong shoestrings and the wrong shoes on. He didn't have to go protective custody. It's just what it is. Oh, he's never been outside. It is what it is. Who's the referees? Huh? Mind you, dude's in prison, right? He's getting held accountable, right? The victim's family gets to see, gets to feel some type of, they don't get it's not total, right? Total satisfaction from a person, getting a child, from a person doing whatever they did to, their kid, but they get something in return as far as that person is getting held accountable. At least we know that, right? This is the over policing, right? You wouldn't over police a place that doesn't need to be over policed. So do your due diligence. We're not savages, right? We're a monolith. We're not all savages, and most people in these communities don't agree with it. But you get with the program because you live in these communities, right? That's why they tell you no snitching, even though you don't talk to the police, even though they don't gang bang, don't have nothing to do with gangs, right? But you subscribe to the gang banging behavior, the street mentality, which means you're letting them thrive in those areas because everybody in the community, although they don't take part in the guns and all that other shit, they take part in the silence, not saying nothing. Black community, like she doing, black activism, acting like none of this shit exists. Stop playing with people, bro. We can watch a little bit more of
know that it exists, and we all know that it's a true thing, and we all know that it has destroyed communities forever. Why aren't we mad enough at that problem to try to eradicate it instead of being mad at the people that have been a victim of it or have been affected by it the most? Why is that always the issue? Now you can speak.
Well, thank you. And I think so, first of all, we can acknowledge the fact that police brutality is the reason why people felt the need to burn down these cities. And for whatever reason, you see that as a justifiable cause. However, if you were to burn down your city, how does that make the officer who committed said assault, who committed said crime, pay for what they did? Because all that happens is the people who feel bad for the person who died, for the person who was assaulted, for the person who was beaten, those people are the ones suffering because now they don't have jobs, because now it's not safe to go outside, because now, guess what? The police is now looking at the black community as being violent because you burned down an entire city. So,
Girl, you don't have to burn down anything for them to look at us as being violent. That is very
Jazz, you gotta let her finish, Jazz.
We've never had to do anything for them to view us as violent. So that's a lie.
Jazz,
It didn't take a riot for them to view us as violent. So
Jazz, let her
So
finish. Finish. One mic, y'all.
Well, Jazz believes that rioting is not violent. I don't know anybody who's been in the midst of riot who didn't see that it was a violent act. So if your job, if your goal is to get the police and to get the government to believe that black people are harmless, that black people don't deserve this treatment, then what in the world is burning down the city, riding through the streets, toting guns all through the streets going to do to help create this innocent image? Additionally, again, if you are burning down a city, what does that do to pass legislation? What does that do to bring attention to the higher ups who could actually do something about this police problem? Next thing is, then these same people who are marching through the streets, burning down every building, costing people jobs, houses, and all the city, all of this money, which would have to be recouped from somewhere else, which most likely would come from an education system. If we're going to go ahead and say that this is the way we solve things, again, what legislation did we ever see passed because people rioted? We saw legislation passed because people marched. We saw legislation passed because people flooded their Capitol buildings and demanded that legislation be passed so that they could change their status quo. Rioting does nothing but give us the image of being savages, ma'am. So the way that we can go ahead and sit here and go on and on for 20 minutes about the root cause of the problem. The root cause is that, yes, there's going to be a bad apple on every tree, but to burn down the forest because one one bad apple made you sick sounds literally ridiculous. And this is why all of these black movements, why all of these riots were seen as a joke, and all white folks and every other race does is look at us like, why the hell would you do that? You never saw in the Chinese, the Japanese, or whatever riot and burn down their towns when they were put in internment camps back in the 40s. You don't see Mexicans or anybody else burning down their towns because they're getting deported. Yet for whatever reason, black people think if I burn down my town, if I burn down where I spend my black dollar, if I burn down the place where my cousin, grandma, sister, uncle, and little kid are employed, that is somehow going to make my situation better. Now you have to rebuild a city with money that you already didn't have. Now you have to rebuild a city and look for public safety in an area in which you have convinced everybody that they don't need police. So now you have police not wanting to show up in this area. Now you have people not wanting to move to this area. Now for the next 10 to 20 years, you have development issues. Now for the next 10 to 20 years, you don't have any initiatives or any incentive for new business to come in here. Now for the next 10 to 20 years, you have displaced kids from their schools. You have displaced parents from their homes. And yet for whatever reason, you think that is the solvency to solve the problem of one person on one police force who made a bad decision.
Let's clap it up for her. Let's clap it up for her. That's the end of this video. That's why we gonna end it today, man. We gotta end it with logic, right? And understanding, and that's how we change the community, man. Today we held Jazz accountable, right, for her big mouth and no intelligence. And you seen it for yourself, man. You heard it here, South Central. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think, and we out.
Me and Twin on a mission. We be really politicking while we whipping in the kitchen. God be my